Hey guys, it's Teaksy here and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video guys I'm going to be going through my predictions for the 2022 Cdl Championship taking place this weekend. So without further ado, let's jump in and I'll walk you through the bracket. So first up we've got Atlanta Faze against Nysel. So obviously Nysel had an incredible stage 4 qualifiers and major 4, obviously at their home major. They had the opportunity to do something amazing, make that crazy run, and they got it done, but personally I just feel like Faze are going to have too much for them, especially at Champs, and I can see Faze taking this 3-1. So next up we've got the London Royal Ravens against Seattle Surge. Now this is a really difficult matchup because London have looked terrible on LAN, but Seattle aren't exactly on amazing form coming into Champs. But I think with how the season's gone, I'm going to lean towards Surge, and I think they'll get this done in a 3-1 fashion. So next up we've got Optic Texas against Toronto Ultra. This is always a wild matchup. I feel like this has always got Game 5 written all over it, and I see no different here. But I think I'm going to lean with the green wall here. I think Optic will get it done in a Game 5 and send Toronto down to losers bracket. And then the last matchup here we've got Thieves against Boston Breach. It's a bit of a tough one for Breach. Obviously LA Thieves will be coming in with some incredible momentum from that brilliant major 4 weekend that they had, played some brilliant Call of Duty, obviously deserved the win, look really dangerous coming in, and I think they're going to have a statement, continue that momentum and get hot 3-0 and beat Breach 3-0. So next up, if we drop now down to the losers bracket, Nysel against London Royal Ravens. Now it's been a really good season for the Ravens, especially compared to previous years. I want to believe in them, but I just can't see them getting past Nysel. I think New York will be too strong, especially in respawn, and I can see them taking this 3-1. And then we've got Toronto Ultra against Boston Breach. Now I personally feel like we're going to see a better Toronto Ultra, more like a major 3 Toronto Ultra at Champs. I think that squad's got so much chemistry, you feel like something's going to click at some point. But I don't think Breach are going to go down without a fight, especially if they do get 3-0 by Thieves. But I can see Ultra taking this in a Game 5, icing up, clutching up, and sending Boston Breach home. So now back to the winners bracket, and we've got Atlanta Faze against Seattle Surge. Now Seattle have had Faze's number all year long, but for me, I think Faze are going to be too strong. I've got this feeling about Faze going into Champs. Without doubt, they've been the best team this year, just nothing to show for it at the moment. And I think they'll get this done in 3-1 fashion. If Surge can get it to a Game 5, then it could be completely different. But I think Faze will get it done. I think they'll be too strong, and they'll take this one 3-1. So next up we've got Optic against Thieves. This is a really big matchup. Obviously, providing they do play each other, I think it'll be huge for whichever team wins. I think if Optic can beat Thieves, that gives them huge confidence. I think if LA Thieves can come in, continue their momentum, and put Optic into losers, that'll be huge for them. But I'm just going to lean with the green wall. They've got Inder back now. They've had him back for a bit longer to practice. And I think Optic will take this again in a Game 5. I think it'll be a grueler. But yeah, 3-2, and I think it'll be a brilliant series either way. So dropping back down then to the losers bracket, then we've got Thieves against Nysel. Now I think in a best of 5, I think Nysel can beat Thieves. Obviously they proved that last time out at Major 4, but I just think Thieves will be too strong. I think Thieves would have learnt from that best of 5 before. I think Thieves' map pool is definitely deeper, and depending on certain vetoes, I think they can definitely get it done. So I've got Thieves beating Nysel in 3-1 fashion. Then we've got Seattle Surge against Toronto Ultra. Again, this is a big matchup. No idea which way it could go. It's one of them, but I think it's got Game 5 written all over it. You've got Seattle that have been pretty icy this year. You've got Toronto that were really icy last year but have struggled a bit this year. But I've just got a feeling about Toronto Ultra. I don't know why, I've got a feeling, so I'm going to put them in to beat Surge in a Game 5 3-2. So now moving up to the winners final, and the matchup that I think we all want to see at some point this weekend is Faze against Optic. 2 amazing teams, can both dominate at any point, but I think this is going to be a Game 5, and I am going to lean with Atlanta Faze. Sorry to the green wall. I think Faze have got something to prove coming into Champs, especially with the season they've had, and I think they're going to beat Optic 3-2. So that back down to the losers bracket, we've got Thieves against Toronto Ultra. Again, big matchup, but this is where I'm going to go with a bit of a wild card. I think this is going to be a little bit out of the box. I'm going to say Toronto Ultra to beat Thieves in the best of 5, Game 5 3-2. you know, I think Thieves have been amazing. You know, who knows what's going to happen really, but for some reason I've got this feeling about Toronto Ultra, and I think they're going to make it to top 3 and send Thieves home. So next up, that will then make Optic Texas play Toronto Ultra for a place in the final. I think Optic will be too strong. I think they'll want to get back to that grand final, and I think they'll stamp their authority on this one and beat Toronto 3-1. Setting up the grand final that we all want to see, Atlanta Faze taking on Optic Texas. It could go either way. Who can predict the best of 9 between these two? Two amazing squads, amazing talent on both rosters, but there's just something about Faze. They've not won all year. It would be a very Faze thing to do to turn up, dominate and win champs. So I'm going to go with Faze beating Optic 5-4, game 9 in the best of 9, which would be a crazy series if it happens, but honestly, you know, who knows. But I've got Atlanta Faze taking champs after the season they've had. I think they would deserve it. It would almost feel a bit flat, I guess, if they do win it, if it's like, oh, you know, Faze ended up winning champs, but that's what I'm going for. I'm going to bet on Faze. So I'll just run back through the bracket really quickly, guys. So I've got Faze to beat NYSL 3-1, Surge to beat Ravens 3-1, Optic to beat Ultra 3-2, Thieves to beat Breach 3-0. Then down to the loser bracket, I've got NYSL beating Ravens 3-1 and Toronto beating Breach 3-2. And then back up to winners, I've got Faze beating Surge 3-1, Optic beating Thieves 3-2. Then back to losers, Thieves beating NYSL 3-1 and Ultra clutching up and beating Surge 3-2. Winners final, I've got Faze beating Optic 3-2. And then back to losers, I've got probably my wildcard entry, Ultra beating Thieves in a game 5. And then Optic to beat Ultra 3-1 and set up the big grand final, where I'm going to say Faze Optic going all the way, going the distance to finish off this crazy Vanguard year and beating Optic 5-4. So let me know down in the comment section, guys, what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your feelings going into champs this weekend? If you are brand new around here and want to find your way back for more, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, guys, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.